So this is the map, and those are the tablets. Wish me good luck. But it's time for my date with Adrienne. Ooh. Let's see what she has to say. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why am I low on mana? What happened to my mana? Adrienne, do you have something to tell me? Please don't be Meyer. Please don't be Meyer. Hey! He's the last boss! I'm actually more terrified by the monkey than I am by the map boss. And this wouldn't be a proper showcase if we didn't fight one of the arbiters, of course. Yesterday I fought the arbiter of Ash. So today I'm gonna fight the arbiter of Divinity. What? You never heard of Divinity? I'm about to show this fool why they call me Eins, whatever. Holy. Will this thing stay on the floor for the entire fight? Oh no. Where's my mana? Jesus Christ. Whoa, 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 whoa. Boys. I was joking. I don't even know is the real one. Is this the real one? It doesn't even matter. I'm not even sweating right now. Hello, football enthusiasts. Did you guys watch the football match yesterday between England and Norway? Oh man, I was really hoping for Norway to win, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So, you know, if you are British, I am sorry for not rooting for you. Or maybe I should say, sorry, Mage. Wait, that didn't really sound British. Wait, I can do better. Sorry, Mage. It was actually the same. Sorry, fam. But anyways, today I'm going to talk about a mana stacker, and more specifically a uniques only mana stacker. And yeah, why am I doing this? Because every single league, when I start getting bored of the game, I do those quote-unquote challenges to beat the game with uniques only, and I'm having fun. So yeah, now it's that time of the league. I'm starting to get bored, so I am starting to make those uniques only builds. Do not take this build very seriously. It is not optimized. It is not better than a regular build with rares and all that. I'm only doing this for fun, and yeah, and more importantly, this is pretty expensive as well. So, you know, I wouldn't want you to waste your money on something that isn't optimized. And if you are wondering why uniques, well, because in my opinion, it is more often than not uniques that are breaking the game. Rares are extremely powerful, of course, you know, but it is usually, you know, a unique like the Deepest Tower, for example, that's extremely powerful, especially now if you put it together with Atsiri's Communion. So yeah, Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. I tend to yap a bit too much in my videos, so today I'm going to try to be a bit faster. So for our weapon, we have the Runeseeker Skull. This is the bread and butter of our build, the heart of the build, if you want to call it that. This was extremely expensive, but luckily, if you have one or if you want to buy one, you can use it for many other builds. For our body armor, we have a Atziri Splendor. The more energy shield that it has, the better, because we are converting that energy shield to mana, to Eldritch Battery. I believe I paid for this one like 6,000 divines or something. See, no, not 600, I mean. And luckily it has this cost efficiency line here as well, which is good. For the helmet, it is a Alpha's Howl. I only got it for the spirit. I didn't corrupt it because I wanted to anoint it. By the way, the anoint on the helmet and the amulet are not... I have a hair in my eye, what the fuck? The anoints on the helmet and the amulet are not optimized, to say it like that. I've been using those two pieces for other builds, so that's why they have Thaumaturgic Generator and Paragon. You can anoint something else if you prefer. Now for the amulet, I'm using a Eventide Petals. I am only using it for the skill that it provides and for the +2 to all cold skills. Because in my cast on critical, I am running a Comet, and if you don't know, Comet is a cold skill. It also gives me a little bit of critical hit chance and intelligence, which are both great for my build. And the only thing that I would change is that instead of reduced maximum life, it should be increased, because my understanding is that the more HP the crystals have, the more damage they do when they explode. So yeah, but if you don't want this amulet, or if you don't have the money to buy this amulet, you can just get the cheapest amulet in the game. Or I don't know if it's the cheapest anymore, but yeah, it is definitely very cheap. And that's the Everlasting Gaze. This Everlasting Gaze would give us close to 110% mana regeneration rate, which is great. For the ring, I'm using a Dream Fragment for the increased maximum mana, of course. If you want other options, a Grip of Kulmak would be nice as well, depending on the rolls, of course. In my offhand, I'm using a Rat Pit. This Rat Pit could be much better. You would normally try to avoid this line right here that says that spells cost 6% additional maximum life, because as you can see, it drains our life. It takes quite a bit, to kill us, but it does kill us eventually. So if you have a fat wallet, you can get yourself a much better Rat Pit. For the gloves, I'm using the Idle Hands because of the corruption, or maybe I should say the Val Cultivation with increased maximum mana. Otherwise, those gloves don't really do anything for us, but the increased maximum mana is godly. For the boots, I'm using Atziri's Step. I maybe would use other boots, but those boots are pretty synergistic with the rest of my gear. Atziri's Splendor gives me a little bit of evasion. Alpha's Howl gives me a little bit of evasion. I chose specifically to go with a Mage Blood with double Jade for the extra evasion. So, those boots are pretty synergistic with that, because it gives me more evasion and deflection. So, yeah, that's why I got them. For the belt, like I said, I'm using a Mage Blood. And if you feel like you don't need the Jade, you can choose to go with Rarity instead, because I don't really have Rarity on this character. And those are the charms. I would usually use a freeze charm here, but since we cannot be frozen because of our Dream Fragment, I chose to go with this one because I don't really have any chaos resistance. And those flasks, I went with them only because they are uniques, of course. Otherwise, I would probably use normal flasks. I am going to quickly show you the stats as well. I am a level 96 Blood Mage. Our defenses are not great, but not extremely bad either. I am at least capped on resistances, although my chaos resistance is not existent. And I'm not really that slow either, 74% movement speed. I'm quickly going to show you every support that I used. Like I said, this is not optimized by any means. I went with my guts, say it like that. So if you are a better builder than I am, and chances are that you are, because I am not really a great builder, you can probably squeeze in more damage than I did. And lastly, I can show you the skills tree as well, which is very basic. I am taking every single jewel slot on the tree. That's the plan. Those are my jewels. I have a voices with 2 sockets, a from nothing. I have a heart of the well for more quality of life, which gives me more, gives me HP and mana. I am taking those really powerful nodes here around my Eldritch Battery. Oh, I actually, well, this is awkward. Forgot one jewel, but yeah, that's kind of it. Oh yeah, and those 2 nodes are actually pretty important for us because they help with my survivability by a lot, a lot. So yes, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and see you next time. Bye.